Making a plan for your estate and leaving a legacy for your loved ones. It kind of sounds like these two things are one and the same, but they're actually two different facets in the complex planning on what happens after death. So here to help us break it all down is Cory Sickles, president of Safe Harbor Retirement Group. Welcome, Cory. Good to have you back.
Thank you, Crystal.
Okay, so we are talking about the difference between legacy planning and estate planning. You say they're not the same things.
That's correct. A legacy plan is really a financial strategy. And you usually work with a financial advisor who's really, and the purpose of it is to determine how you want all of your assets to be distributed upon your death. And an estate plan is really putting that plan into action. And that's where you're going to work with an attorney, and that's where you'll make it all legal, right? And of course, now you're talking about a will, you're talking about a trust, medical directives, financial power of attorney. And one of the things that we do at Safe Harbor is, we're a full service financial planning company. So I'm able to sit down with our clients, put together the legacy plan, and then they can also then meet with our attorney that can put that that plan into action.
So that's really fantastic to have both of those under the same roof.
Yes.
Really makes it easy for all of your clients.
And I think clients do like that.
Absolutely. Now, you deal with this subject often. Tell us one of the biggest legacy planning mistakes that you come across.
It's pretty simple. I think it's avoidance. And the reason why I say that, people don't like to actually think about, the day they do pass away. So what causes that more, if you're not comfortable with that, then you don't want to talk about it. It's kind of a reality that the time's coming to an end. Right. And what I always say, just like if you don't have a financial plan, you need to have one tomorrow. And if you really don't have an estate plan, or a legacy plan, you need to put that into action now too. Because if you don't have one, and you can even go back and look at some famous people, Prince, Heath Ledger, Elvis Presley, all these famous people didn't have a lot of that stuff taken care of. And it causes hassles, really for their family. Absolutely.
And so in order to prevent that, we need to tackle the tough topic right now and not wait.
That's correct.
Okay, what is the process to put a plan into place? How does that process come about? Is it difficult to do? How do we get started?
It's a pretty simple process. Really all you need to do is, meet with a financial planner like myself. And really the only thing we're going to do is review your portfolio, or everything, all the assets that you have. And at that point in time, we're going to ask, how do you want it to be distributed? Do you want it to go, 100% to your spouse? Now you're dealing with a lot more blended families. Maybe you want it to go a portion to kids, stepchildren, things like that. But once we kind of have that plan put in place, then we can start go to the next step.
What about all the other beneficiary forms that come attached to all this?
Well, when you start talking about beneficiary forms, that's one of the things that we definitely try to do is update that on an annual basis with all of our clients.
Okay.
Because, in some cases, beneficiary forms are going to be able to stop it from going through the probate process. In some cases, it's not, and that's why you really need to be, work with an expert, because at the end of the day, the one thing you're trying to do is avoid probate for all of your assets.
Now, once the plan is in place, then what comes next?
Well, once the plan's in place, really the next step then is to actually, sit with an estate planning attorney and put it into action. Now, at that point in time, you'll have a will. You might need a trust, and we do recommend trust at Safe Harbor just because it can actually, I think, it makes the things a lot easier. So you do definitely avoid probate and things like that. And the other part of it can be sometimes complicated depending on the situation that you actually have. For example, if you have kids with disabilities or anything like that, you want to make sure that it's set up right so maybe they don't lose Medicaid benefits. If the children are under the age of 18, and again, dealing with blended families, you want to make sure that possibly that if you get a divorce, that spouse doesn't actually have access to that money instead of your kids.
And with Safe Harbor Retirement Group, you offer complimentary consultations.
Yeah, we do. All you really need to do is, give us a call at 614-760-0670. And again, you can come in, and it's no cost, no obligation. It is complimentary. You can meet with me and the attorney. Now, once you do proceed, if you do need to be able to put that that legal documents in action, there is a charge for that. But for any type of advice, it is complimentary.
Very good. SafeHarborOH.com.
That's correct.
Thank you, Cory.
Thank you.